as we speak, the process of re-interrogation of Syed Maqbool along with others arrested by the special cell of the Delhi police from a hiding place in Hyderabad last October has begun now. Maqbool along with others who had been arrested had confessed to planning a terror strike in Hyderabad. Nikunj now joins us with the details. Nikunj, over to you.
Well, yes, Nupur, I was speaking to the Intelligence Bureau officials and they say that, in the light of the Hyderabad blast, unfortunately, or many would say fortunately, precise information of the recce, at least, or the conspiracy of which it was available to the law enforcement agencies through these three individuals arrested more than 4 months ago and who had confessed to the special cell that they had indeed recce'd and surveyed this area for the specific purpose of carrying out a terror strike. Now the intelligence agencies believe that there could be some more vital information that they can glean out of these fellows, that they are wanting to know who were their associates who could not be nabbed at that point of time, who were the people whom they passed this information, because obviously if these people are behind the bars, there are certain individuals who are also part of this larger ring and module who were actually beyond the reach of the law and were able to carry out the strike with the help now, which is something very strongly believed, with the help of the recce and the reconnaissance and the planning done by these three individuals. So, entire process of re-interrogation has to start. Many things that the intelligence agencies and the law enforcement agencies want to know. Hyderabad Police's representative, who have actually been the lead agency in the blast investigation so far, would certainly also be joining Delhi Police's special cell and the Intelligence Bureau's Intelligence Bureau officials once the interrogation process picks up steam, and by the evening when the Hyderabad Police is able to join them. So that process of gleaning any further information that can be used to corroborate, that can be used to ensure that any further leads that can be developed on the basis of the knowledge that these individuals have. Obviously, we have to also keep in mind that these individuals have been behind the bars now for more than 4 months and so may not be very well versed with the latest developments that are happening on the ground, but at least the information till the time that they were arrested and was initially either overlooked or was not recovered from them during the entire interrogation process has to be now recovered and collated properly by the various law enforcement agencies involved in the investigation. Nupur.
Right now, also, Nikunj, one of the key points that investigators would perhaps be looking at is the fact, was there any video evidence available? Were there photographs taken? And if they were, who was that information passed on to?
Well, yes, Nupur, a very important point you make there, because the fact remains that this now certainly seems to the intelligence agencies and people closely associated with the entire process a larger ring. They were at that point of time unfortunately satisfied with the arrest of these three individuals, and if I remember correctly, it was at that point of time claimed that this was the module responsible for planning and conspiring to attack the city of Hyderabad, which has now been busted, which has now been put behind the bars, and so an imminent terror strike, if one can call it like that, on city of Hyderabad has been averted. But as it appears now that success story was short-lived, that success story had to be followed, which was not done properly, at least at that stage, not only by the special cell of Delhi Police, which had arrested these individuals, but by the Hyderabad City Police, which was passed all this information, because ultimately these individuals were arrested by in the city of Hyderabad only. Now, if they want to know that whatever information they had gathered from their recce of those areas, from the planning and the conspiracy, was this information passed to a larger ring of people? Who were the people privy to that information, and who were the people who were actually in continuous and constant touch with them? Were there any foreigners, particularly Pakistanis, also involved in the strike? Because Indian Mujahideen, ultimately, you have to keep in mind, Nupur, is only a smoke screen. It's only a fig leaf created by the Lashkar-e-Taiba and Inter-Services Intelligence Directorate of Pakistan to give terror an Indian color. So all these points, all these aspects of which are yet hidden, because at that point of time, unfortunately, everyone believed that they have very successfully busted this module and probably no more interrogation or follow-up is required, which now proves to be incorrect, has to be recovered from these individuals.
Right, Nikunj, thanks very much for those details.